Hello YouTubers, this is TB Tabby with my first ever Let's Play. For my LPs I've decided to focus on my favorite room escape games. I'm starting off by featuring the games of Neutral, my favorite escape game developer. There's 9 of them in all, and I'll be playing them in order from easiest to hardest. As you can see, the one I'm starting off with is Switch. If you want to give it a try, there's a link in the info bar, but if you do, I recommend you refrain from watching this until you're done to avoid spoilers. Feel free to consult the video if you get stuck, though. Okay, without further ado, let's begin. Okay, this is just showing you how to play. Somehow you are in the locked room. Escape from here. That's about as much story as you usually get in a room escape game. Okay, you're just using the mouse to navigate and examine and pick up items. When they're in your inventory, you can click a little magnifying glass when you highlight them so you can examine them, and you can combine items with other items, of course. Okay, you can also save your game, but I won't be needing this because it's a pretty short and easy game, and I've played it enough times that I can just about solve it in my sleep. Okay, now for real, off we go. Oh. Well, after a little bit of loading, now off we go. Okay. Okay, we've got 14 inventory slots over there, and the save feature. Yeah, nice decor, huh? Okay, there's nothing in this painting, but in room escape games it's a good idea to check everywhere you can. You never know where something will be hidden. Case in point, underneath this book, a piece of paper. There. It has what looks like a crossword puzzle on this side, and on the other side, some pictures of animals with arrows pointing to each other. This is a clue, but to what, we don't know yet. Okay, let's move on. Now let's check this sofa. Things are often hidden in couch cushions, but not this time. However, behind the couch you can see something sticking out, and it's a star. A wooden star. Okay, but on top of that, underneath the couch you'll find this stick. You never know when a stick will come in handy. See? Okay, the clock also doesn't do anything. Okay, you can also check this potted plant. Nothing behind it or inside the pot, but if you look closely at the leaves, you can find something blending in. It's another wooden shape, this time a square. Okay, on we... Okay, let's turn right. Okay, here we find this weird smoked glass window. Look a little familiar? Yep, 4 by 4. Or we have to duplicate this pattern on the window. How? We don't know yet. So let's keep exploring. Okay, nothing inside this box. And the red chest is locked. But we can also see something behind it. Another clue. Okay, we can't add this one to our inventory, but it shows us how many more shapes we need to collect. We still need to find a blue triangle and a red circle. Also something important about a teddy bear. And it's highlighting one of the ties on a model railroad. Yeah, let's turn right again. Okay, let's take a look at these toys. There's the teddy bear. Lift it up. Can't add it to inventory, but underneath it is a button that apparently does nothing. Nothing as of yet, though. Okay, as for the railroad ties, just keep clicking until you find one. Ah, there we go. There's one that comes off. Okay, if you examine it and click, you find it's actually a key. Excellent. Okay, now if we examine this ball, on the side, something underneath the carpet. Lift it up. It's the blue triangle. Now all that's left is the elusive red circle. And also examine the fish picture. If you look closely, you'll see that nail looks a little bent. And here we have a wagon, which is obviously where you're supposed to put the shapes. And I think I'll refrain from doing that until we've got the circle. Meanwhile, let's look at this desk. Okay. Nothing special about the potted plants, but behind the picture of the dog, another button. Okay, now let's check the drawers. Top one and bottom one are locked. But it turns out the key works for the top one. And inside is a pair of scissors. Yes. Never know when you'll need to cut something. In the meantime, we've got another piece of paper in the middle drawer, and it doesn't have any clues on it. Yep. Okay, we've got no more keys for the bottom one, so let's check underneath it. Nothing. Okay, the far left drawer appears to have no mechanism for opening it, except for that little hole. Well, we don't know what to do with it yet. The far right one has a combination lock. Okay, we'll find out the combination later. Meantime, we can check the piggy bank. Okay, there's something inside it, but this is one of those fictional piggy banks that you can only open by breaking, apparently. In the meantime, okay, nothing else we can do in the desk, so let's check that wastebasket. Okay, nothing in it. But if you look closely by the desk, we find another stick. Okay, if we use the sticks together, now 2 sticks. 6. Okay, I don't think we'll be using any Eskrima skills, so we probably need to combine the sticks somehow. How? I think I know. Let's go to this wagon. Use the scissors to cut off the string. Now use the string on the sticks. Voila, we got one long stick. Okay, where can we use the stick? I probably should have pointed this out sooner. There's a door in the ceiling. You can reach with it. If you open it, watch your head. Okay, apparently nothing up there in the darkness, but something fell down when we opened it. A rabbit-shaped key. Okay, where will we be using this? Okay, let's try it in the box. Voila, it opens. Inside, a book on origami. Okay, these are real origami instructions, as pointed out at the end of this game. Spoiler. Okay, so feel free to try this out for yourself if you like origami. Just pause the video and read the instructions. Okay, here's step 1 through 8, step 9 through 18, and step 19 through 26. And if you keep reading, you'll see the pages are mostly blank. But surprise! Another key hidden in the book. Okay, now that I've instantly absorbed origami skills from that book, I can use this piece of paper, folding it into the shape of the origami swan. Now there's only one door locked with key left, and it's at the bottom. Okay, we open it. A hammer! Okay, say your prayers, piggy bank. Oh, okay, you're a little squishier than I thought. That, and that, and that, and that. Oh! Okay, a A coin fell out of it. Check your inventory. Nothing on this side, but on the other side, a number. It's a 3-digit number. Where else have we seen a 3-digit number? The combination lock. And bear in mind, that number will change every time you play the game, so don't count on it being the same as it was here. What? It's empty? Or is it? Voila! A red circle taped to the ceiling. And now that we've got all 4 shapes, let's put them in the wagon. Now we can open it and find a pair of pliers. These should be perfect for pulling that nail out of the picture frame. And enough. Pull it down and find, voila, a 3rd button. Notice, and there's a little shape behind the picture. Okay, we press the button. Shine the light. And that marking looks just about right for the origami swan. Okay, you may have noticed. Okay, you remember this pattern? This clue? Notice, look closely. Fish, to bear, to dog, to bird. Okay, we've had buttons behind the fish picture, under the teddy bear, and behind the picture of the dog. So we just pressed the fish picture one, so now press the one underneath the teddy bear. There. The one behind the picture of the dog. But we haven't seen one for the bird until now. Okay, the light shining off the origami swan has projected a picture of it on the opposite wall. So let's examine it. A tiny flap of wallpaper peeled. Underneath, the final button. It has turned out the lights. Okay, now let's stumble around in the dark until we... the window is lit up. Okay, now back to the other side of that paper clue. Okay, we can't manipulate yet, or can we? There's a light in that other drawer. There. Now we've got a series of buttons, and they're 4 by 4, just like that window. Okay, let's press a few in and turn around. Pressing them in changes the pattern of the windows. So let's try to kind of... but you'll notice the pattern is flipped. So we have to change the patterns. We have to change the windows to match this pattern, but we have to enter it the opposite way on the buttons. Also, like the number on the coin, this pattern changes every time you play the game. So there'll be no sequence breaking. And now once you've got it right, put the coin into the slot. If you get it right, the coin won't come back in the coin return. So now let's turn around and face the window. Now keys come down from that hole in the ceiling. So we pull on it. And then there was light. Okay, now we've got a key. We can use it to open the door. And voila, we've escaped. But before we leave, I'd like to show you a little Easter egg. This isn't necessary to complete the game, of course. It doesn't lead to any alternate exits, it's just something they put in there for fun. Look at the hatch we see. Who's that? That's Wasabi the cat, as introduced in the introduction to the game on the neutral website. You click, Wasabi wants her way. Wasabi Wasabi runs away. Okay, now if we throw the hammer up into that hatch, something comes. It's Hiko the chick. You can squish the little chick and make it make noise all you want. That doesn't do anything. Okay, we've seen everything the game has to offer, so out we go. Well done. And as you can see here in this ending, that origami swan is called Suru, and you're invited to try it out for yourself. Okay, thank you for watching this Let's Play. I know it's a little rough, but this is my first attempt. Let me know if you got any criticism. I would like to improve. So, okay. See you later. Next time I'll be doing something a little more festive.